Welcome back to Conversation by IYC. Building a superyacht is not just engineering and design, it's an emotional journey. From initial excitement to the realities of cost, technology, and compromises, clients go through the highs and lows. Today, I'm joined by Head of Marketing at Feadship, Farouk Nefzi. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we'll be exploring how Feadship guides clients through that journey, balancing vision, emotions, and reality to turn dreams into a tangible masterpiece. So Farouk, building a superyacht is the ultimate dream, but it's also an emotional roller coaster. When a client first approaches Feadship with a new build, what emotions do you see them experiencing?
Well, at the beginning, it's emotion indeed, because it's all about excitement. They have been anticipating on this for a long time because they've already sold it to themselves. So it's an emotional journey, and we try to facilitate that and help them through, we call it the amazing experience together, to make them realize their dreams.
And how do you help them translate those dreams into something feasible?
I think the most important thing, and this is really at the beginning, is to simply listen. Because by listening and really standing still by what they mean with their explanation of dreams, what they anticipate upon, what their ambition is, how they want to use the yacht, it translates already to a character. And that character translates in a few very simple lines that define the exterior profile. And with that search, and the designers get to know them, and they understand whether you like the sleek and very long bow lines. For instance, if you have an Aston Martin, it has certain characteristics because you love those curviness and you love those very, very long lines in the under the hood. That's the same with yachting. You can make it look aggressive. You can make it look a little bit more curvy in terms of it has beautiful shapes and it's very either poetic or it's very straightforward. It's very minimalistic, or all of these features all depend on how well you listen. That's how our designers start, by simply listening to a client.
And then as the project progresses, clients start to face realities, costs, engineering limits, technical choices. How do you guide them without dampening that excitement?
I think how we do that is by simply being transparent. When you're buying an emotional product, you prefer to stay within that level of excitement. So we have a few very important milestones that we guide the client through. And of course, there are a lot of choices to be made. But that's why we're Feadship. We have done so many projects. And we are quite well aware of when the client needs to be supported, how to translate enormous ambition into reality, because you can design all you want. You can now within 10 seconds we can ask AI to create something crazy for us, but when you have to look at the naval architecture of it, when you look at it to validate its achievement, are you able to build it? Is it technologically speaking able to do that? That's what we do.
Right.
That's the reality when the reality kicks in. And that's the process we try to support our clients with, because we want them to stay focused on the lifestyle, on what they're going to be doing with it. And that process, that is our part, where we simply facilitate them. And yes, there needs to be a lot of choices need to be made in materialization of the boat. But that's the fun part, because it's their DNA, it's their dream, and they actually created it, even though we designed it, or someone of all the other beautiful designers that have the ability to do so. We work with many other designers also. Yeah, that's how we together build an amazing experience. That's what we try to mean. Yeah.
And are there those moments of tensions or perhaps surprise that clients might not anticipate at first?
There's always excitement. And I think if there are moments of hesitation or wanting to know more and not clearly knowing exactly what we mean, we see these moments as opportunities, because we translate them in achievable deadlines.
Yeah.
We simply discuss, and that's where transparency comes in, to make sure that yeah, everything we do is done together. In the end, you know, you're married for 4 years, depending on the complexity of the yacht. And then we stay together also for the lifetime of ownership
Yeah.
that they have with their creation. So it's very, very important to manage that process very carefully.
I'm sure you have many, but can you share an example of where a client's initial idea evolved into something that was even more remarkable than perhaps what they came to you with?
We recently launched Grey Cliffs, and Grey Cliffs is almost 50 meters. And it actually started as a 36-meter project, which was called the Bahamas Cruiser. And so the client comes in with
an idea.
Well, in this case, they loved what we proposed to them. And then he put a lot of extra personal elements to it, and it's stretched and stretched and stretched until it became the size that it is now. But the client is happy, and I think that is the ultimate thing that we're aiming for, simply providing and managing the level of expectation towards client and make their dream a realizable effort.
Yeah.
In the end, it is a lifetime achievement. They're going to probably spend on building a yacht, which is probably their most expensive private purchase, emotional purchase than they have ever done. And it's because they are rewarding themselves, or they want to have quality time with family. They want to have a form of escapism. So we need to keep on sticking to that goal to help them forward.
And are there ways that Feadship is anticipating those clients' feelings and helping them stay confident throughout that process? As you said, it's a 4-year marriage. So
yes.
How do you keep someone confident throughout that whole process?
We do many things in that. First of all, you have all the magical moments that are very important. It's not only the Willy Wonka moment, I call it, when they visit the yard and they see the craftsman and all of that. But when they're busy with their own project, we provide them with a portal. It's a platform. It's called My Feadship, Motor Yacht Feadship. And with their own login and details, they are able to follow every aspect of the build. They are in direct contact with their project manager, and whatever they want to see, even if we have all cameras in the shed, they can ask anything. Can I see a picture of that? What is the status of that part of the yacht? Can you send me the image? Or so that is one thing we do. The emotional moments that they have, like for instance the keel laying, is a highly personal part of the process that comes very, very close to their heart, and that's what makes the yacht their own. It makes it for them. When we cut a piece of metal out of the yacht and they put something dear to them in it. Some put a little teddy bear in it, some put a poet in it, some put a coin in it. It's theirs, and that stays in there forever because we close it, we weld it back, and you can imagine how close then it comes.
Of course.
So
it's the moment you say, this is my yacht.
Literally, yes.
And for someone who's considering maybe it's their first super yacht or to come to a Feadship, what advice would you give about navigating both the practical and emotional sides of that project?
So, first of all, try to focus on what you're trying to achieve with this. Stay within that dream. All the nuts and bolts, trust a little bit also your advisors, the people that surround you, us that have been doing this for so long and so many times. I find a good piece of advice that has been shared by our sales team. If you don't know exactly, why don't you experience through charter a few different yachts, two different sizes, few different volumes, so that you enable yourselves to really experience and also experience the difference between brand A, B, and C, because they all serve a different persona, if you will. And Feadship has a special kind of client. and they are our clients. You choose for a Feadship because you have certain characteristics. Most of the time, you know what you are, what you want. You have a clear ambition. You want to really challenge the status quo, and so try out through charter and make yourself aware of what you would like to choose and what you have been totally surprised by or not.
Farouk, I have 5 quick fire questions we do with everyone. Are you ready?
Okay.
Sunrise or sunset at anchor?
Sunrise.
Salt on your skin or sun on your face?
Sun on my face, of course.
Or Mediterranean breeze or Caribbean trade winds?
Mediterranean breeze.
Engines off or cruising at full speed?
Engines off.
And finally, a destination that you'll never tire of.
Throughout my whole life, every year, every summer, always, I go to Tunisia. A beacon of both being grounded, basically, you both feet on the ground, but really the simplicity of just bare feet in the sand with normal people having their picnic basket with them and enjoying sun, sea, and pleasure. That is for me the tranquility moment.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Farouk.
Thank you.